Hello my convicts, yes, it is I the Kappa Convict bringing you guys another tech video. As you know guys, my tech videos are straight to the point, so let's get it on and let me tell you how to reduce your buffer bloat and improve your internet connection. So first of all, you need your PS4, that is all you need in regards to that, and you need your modem router. Obviously I've got two. My broadband is through my internet service provider, which is EE. They give me what is called the Brightbox 2, which is a router and modem built in one. Now, one thing you do need to have in this tutorial, guys, is the ability to do bandwidth control or congestion control, and that is what we really ultimately need in this. Now, I know on the EE router I can do it when it comes to Wi-Fi, but not when it comes to actual LAN. So if you haven't got those, such as a TP-Link or any of those devices that can do that, I can't really help you too much, but keep watching because it might give you some information for some ideas that might help you out, even to improve your connection, maybe in a different way, maybe through UPnP, which is Universal Plug and Play, which means any device plugged into it will automatically set up the ports on your router, so make sure that's enabled. Having a static IP address can also help with relieving internet speeds and maybe congestion, so you've always got the same IP address each time you go online. And various other techniques, definitely check them out on YouTube, I'm sure you'll be able to find them. But for this one specific, it's congestion control. I'm recording on PC because unfortunately PS4 doesn't actually show up these places, so when I go into internet browser it doesn't actually show up. But here we go guys, let me show you. So first of all, you need to have, like I said, your router that can do it. I've got a NetDuma R1 gaming router, and that is what we're going to be using today. So if we go to internet browser, and it'll bring me straight to the page. Now, the two pages you need is this one, which is called DSLReports.com. So if you put DSLReports.com, that will take you, I will link this in description to this page. Also, you want to load up your NetDuma so it's next to it as well with congestion control. Now the things I've actually got enabled on here, which I'll show you on my NetDuma if you are following and you have got a NetDuma yourself, is these. So first of all, I've got a PlayStation 4 ticked. As you can see, these are not ticked. I don't have strict mode on, and these are just default. Moving down, as you can see, my filter distance, I only have it on the lowest. What you can actually do is if you reduce that to 0 and you go over here, you can actually tick this, press it once, press it twice, and that will automatically give you what it believes to be the perfect distance to get into games. Ping assist I've left down at 0, and the only other thing you need to really touch on that I actually change, if anything, is congestion control and settings. So we'll go to settings first, and let me show you some on here. So it's miscellaneous. And as you can see, the only things I've got ticked right now is enable UPnP, which is the port forwarding where you plug it into a router, it'll automatically configure the ports for you. And I've now enabled turbo mode as well, and that's all that I've got on there. Also, just to tell you as well, on WAN and LAN, I did go into these and I did disable IPv6, but obviously it's enabled at the moment for both of them. So you can choose to disable or enable, it's up to you. Definitely test them and see what works best for you. And that's it. So congestion control, just to show you, these are my best settings. So I've got it on preemptive. My bandwidth is set to 29 download and 6 upload, which is what they are. And my download cap, I've capped it at 39% and 81% for upload. And as you can see, I've given 100% prioritization to my PS4 for both upload and download speeds. So everything's going through there. And on hypertraffic, I've added that on there. So I want to give a big shout out and thank you to a guy called Sim. It's called SimJC42. And definitely go check him out. He's a very good YouTuber. We'll link him in the description below so you can go and see him. I call him Sim. I've been powwowing with him a lot because I was trying to do through the PC to see if we can actually get my buffer bloat or the problems with my internet connection down as much as possible. using this other website that we're going to check out for a moment. I will apologize, this video will seem a little bit long-winded, but I need to explain this so that you can follow it, and it will give you obviously good information for what you need to do for any future Call of Duty, because it actually really does work. So once you've got all these settings done, then we want to come over to this. So DSL Reports. I will again put this down in the description, but it's www.dslreports.com, and that's what you need to type in, and then look for speed test on there. You can't miss it. Let me just quickly show you, just for anyone, because I know some people will ask. So if you just put in DSL, why is my LAN cable not connected? Right, I think that's fixed that. I don't know what was happening there, but that was kind of weird. So you put DSL Reports and then search. And basically it's the top one, dslreports.com. I had to think then if it was the same one. And this will bring you here. You actually want to go up to the top to speed test and click on speed test. And here now it says start the test by selecting your connection type. Unfortunately, because I'm with EE, or Orange as it's known as, I'm under VDSL. Means that from the cabinet, the green cabinets down here, I'm copper up to the house, which is absolutely terrible. It's the old-fashioned copper, and as we all know, copper is garbage. So unfortunately, there's not really a great deal I can do in terms of that. But whatever your connection is, you need to find out. If you are fiber all the way up to your house, then pick fiber. If you're cable, DSL if you're like me, which has got VDSL2. The best way to find this out, obviously, is to check with your provider satellite and so on and so forth. And there's more options here if you want to choose that as well. What I also do is going here to the settings, and the top one, just put in your postcode and validate your postcode. So it's actually doing the test from your home location. I'm not going to show you my home location, obviously, because we don't want to be doing that. And just to show you, these are all the tests I've done over the past coming weeks. This is the reason why I've not been doing too much in that videos, or they just seem to be a little bit out of sync with what I was trying to do. Even now, this one's going to be a bit early because I am not going to be available tomorrow from 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. So we'll apologize if you do comment. I will get back to you, but maybe after 7:30 at night. So these are all the different tests I've done here. So let's show you. So on these settings, again, 39%, 81%, I'm going to do now and run a test. Now, just to let you know, it is going to be inconsistent. The best time to actually run these tests is actually in the morning and on an afternoon as well. Because on the morning up to about 12, 1, you're going to get a good result. That's going to kind of stay constant. And then in the afternoon, you're going to get a different result. And then after 4 o'clock, you're going to get everybody using their internet, and it's going to obviously hammer your internet, basically. So as you can see, the download on here, and if you notice, the buffer bloat didn't move at all. But as you can see here, it is giving me 3, 6, 7 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds, 2 milliseconds added on. And as you can see here, it says excess ping over idle. So we'll wait for the test to finish. So it's done a download and said I have 7.77 megabits through obviously having 39 cap, and 81% cap is giving me 3.91 on my upload speeds. Now these give you the overall, the buffer bloat, and the quality of what it feels your line is. And as you can see, A+, that's the highest you can get. So A+ is the best connection. You can also hover over these and it will give you what the base ping was. And up here at the top, which I can't get the marker to, but if you look right at the top, up there next to the www, you'll see that my ping when it pinged it was at 30 milliseconds. So you can hover over these and you can see Amsterdam and Netherlands and EU is an average of 34. 34 again, London is 34 and London is 34 there. So it's the average the last the average, and the last. The main thing you really want to be looking at once you've actually done this test is the results and share. This is the most important because this gives you the most detail in regards to your connection. So as you can see here, the quick report again of everything. But if we move further down, these are the most important. Now as you can see here, it says buffer bloat lag, idle versus underload. And you can see that my base ping here for upload is an average of 33 milliseconds. Now, but when I was downstairs, it was about 22, 26, something like that. Like I said, because at nighttime's the worst time to do this test, but I'm doing it for you guys just to give you an example. And as you can see, the worst case scenario is going to be 40 milliseconds. So 33 and then 40. So adding obviously seconds on to my upload, and 34 and 38 for the download, and idle is 30 to 34. So these are not particularly the best results that you can get. And this is going to tell you all the things that you've been running your tests on, such as tablet, phone, which I've been doing tests on my phone, on the PC, which it was showing the PC on this one. You can see it just flickering. There you go, PC. So been using various things to try and test. And then you can go down here, it gives you some more ideas. So it says that the ping is 30 to 34. Germany, my best is 33, my worst case scenario is 57. Germany, the other side of Germany is 44 and 66. And then the 38, 65, 32, 52 for London. NL and EU was 34, 59. And Zurich was 49 to 64 on that. And you can see I'm doing it through the console. Now what I was doing before, I was actually doing the test through the PC. I would recommend doing this. Do it through your PS4. It's better to test the device you're running through than it is to do it from the PC and then hope that the PS4 is going to run the same. Just do it through the PS4. It's so much easier, and I actually found way more consistency with A+ than I did when I was actually doing it with PC. And what this basically does, guys, if you can reduce your buffer bloat and get this as low as you possibly can when you're playing inside games, as we all know, the upload speed is the detection of your shot. So when you shoot at someone, the upload speed is the detection. Now, if you're suffering from huge buffer bloat and getting loads of milliseconds, such as like 33, and you can see 40 here. So 40 milliseconds is going to be how long it's going to take in the worst case scenario. If someone else has got a faster upload speed, their shot's going to register faster, and if you've got a huge buffer bloat, then your shot's going to go AWOL, and you're going to go, well, I just shot this guy, but I've not killed him, and you'll be wondering why, and obviously it's because of this. This is the main problem. So if you can reduce these, and I've actually found myself actually beating more people. I felt more now confident to run around and run and gun, knowing I can outbeat people through pure gun skill and not through the fact that the buffer bloat is kicking my butt and it's helping out the enemy a little bit. So definitely check it out. So once again, just to quickly recap on the download, so 59%, 81%, and like I said, just go on here. You can keep doing multiple tests, so I can speed test again, picking your service provider, what you're running through. If you're fiber up to your house, then pick fiber. If you're cable, DSL. If you're like me and you're going up to the cabinet and then you've got copper leading up to the property. So let's run the test again. And this is what you want to be keeping an eye on, is your buffer bloat. So you saw the 14, but now it stayed at 4108252 4, and it stayed at 432. So, and that was terrible. The 77 ping. Now the 77 could be because of the end of the test, because it had reached the end, and it might have just been a surge at the end because it was finishing. And as you can see, the upload stayed nice and low throughout the whole test. The highest being on there was actually 5 milliseconds. And this tells you the quality. Now, like I said, don't go based on these qualities. It's the results that you actually want to be focusing on. As you can see, there has been a change. Now, this yellow line you can see here at the top, you want to stay out of there, because as you can see, that's 50 upwards. So 50 milliseconds upwards is going to be terrible. But like I said, on the night time, as this is now what, 10:43, the time I'm recording this, is a terrible time to actually run this test. It's easier to do it on a morning when you're running the test rather than to do it any other time, because you're going to get a lot of interruption and disruption. So that's why you've noticed, like, in the morning it's great, afternoon's kind of okay, you get a few odd games, and then on the night time, if you've ever played it on the night like I have, it's crazy. And then when you're going against foreign connections such as like France and Germany, they beast you. Why? Because their connections are completely different to ours, and especially if you're like mine, you're still on DSL, you are going to struggle, especially on the night time, against people, because the connection's just not there, and it's just all over the place, the connection basically. So that's it, guys. If you do this, it will actually improve your game. I'll actually show you, I'll do a gameplay of me playing a game to show you the difference between having this done correctly and the buffer bloat issue, which I've had in the past before. Even with such as like Dead by Daylight, I've been finding now I've actually been getting a green ping when I've actually been in the lobby rather than a yellow or orange ping, whatever color it is. I think it goes green, there's like an orange or a yellow, and then there's a red ping, which obviously is really, really bad when you're up in the hundreds. But hopefully this helps you. If you've got congestion control, definitely come out and check this out again. Like I said, it's dslreports.com. It's really, really good. If you can balance your congestion by moving your sliders up and down, and then going down here, update distribution, come back here, do the test, keep running the test each time. Just click on test, pick your provider, let it run, see what the results are, get them as low as you possibly can, which mine is on the 29 download and the 6 upload, and you'll actually find it really does work. It does make a huge, huge difference. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly show you, let me cancel this. Let me actually show you what it would look like if I would actually put my connection up to full. So if I remember 39 and 81. So it's, oops, going past it, 39 and 81. Let me update these. Okay, so if I go back to now and run a test based on 100%, watch how bad my connection is. Just keep an eye on this. So let it run. Okay, so look at the buffer bloat. Okay, and now look at the upload speed. I am running through power line adapters, so it's not as bad as before, but my buffer bloat was reaching max when I was downstairs, and it was actually hardwired to the router. I was reaching max, but even 30 milliseconds, adding 30 on top of your base, and if you're on, say, like a 30 ping, which is showing at the top left hand corner as being a 30 ping, add another 30 odd milliseconds on top of that. That's pretty bad. And let's have a look at the results, see what the results have actually said. So as you can see here, you don't want to be up here. So my base ping was 52 now. 52 milliseconds. Can you imagine a 52 millisecond connection? And then if I was to go over this, I'm now on 63. So 52 up to 63 added on top. 44 with another connection of 61. The only thing that really did anything well was the idle, which stayed around about 30 to 34. And if I come down here, you can see my ping is 30 to 35, which is not bad for a ping, not bad. But when you're going in the worst case scenarios, and you've got this up here in the yellow, and if it's in red, that's even worse. But up here in yellow, you want to stay out of these colored, you want to stay in the white area is where you want to stay. If I put this down back to where it was. Now if you do get this problem where it doesn't work and you can't move the slider, press square and then square again, and now you can move the slider. Sometimes it does do that. I don't know why my internet has just disconnected again, but there we go. I think it was 82, wasn't it? I'll remember when I do it. I can change it back because I'll watch the video and it'll tell me. I'm sure it said for 9 and 82. Doesn't really matter. I can change them around anyway. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let me just double check. No, I'm still connected. I'm not too sure why the LAN keeps disconnecting. That's very, very bizarre. It has been a while since I've actually done recording upstairs. Just to test once again. So I do apologize if this does seem long-winded. I just wanted to get it out there that you can actually improve your buffer bloat. Buffer bloats basically is the interference from your line. So any interference, if you can reduce it and get it as low as you possibly can, then definitely do so, guys, because it does improve. Now, people may ask what's better, download or upload. I would try and get them both even, but I've been opting for upload over download. Because upload obviously is a registering of your shots. As long as you can get your upload as low as you possibly can. Your download, you want it to be low as well. And idle, don't obviously leave it so it's got too much of underload, otherwise you can have a problem. Now that could be the end of the test finishing. So I'm going to ignore that a little bit at the end. Like I said, the best result is the results at the end, which is these. So it's 28, 31, 29, 32, and 24, and 27. And that's good enough, guys. That would be a good game. That would get you some pretty nice kills, and you won't die as easy. And you would be seeing people not too bad. You might get the odd person who you might not see come around the corner. But if I can reduce that just a little bit and get them even, then that would be pretty awesome. But I would say that's a good game, and they're all A+. So that looks pretty good to me, and it's 25 ping. So we've reduced it now to 25 to 35, and mine's usually around about 30 odd ping anyway when I'm playing. So hopefully it's helped. If it did, guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new for more tick videos and gameplays, and you know who it is. It is I, the Kappa Convict. I'm sending out, guys, and as always, I salute you guys, and I'll see you soon in another video. So remember, guys, keep an eye out for this. I will do a gameplay just to demonstrate how much of a change this definitely does. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.